Hello, my name is Michelle, and I will be talking about the restoration of reefs and how it affects the population of Olympia oysters. I chose this topic because I was always interested in how oysters play a role in the ecosystem. Since they are a popular food item, I wonder how us consuming them would affect their population. This marine organism is called the Olympia oyster, but its scientific name is referred as the Ostrea lurida. This type of oyster is native to our west coast of North America, which can be found from the northern parts of Alaska all the way down to Baja California. Unfortunately, the population of Olympia oysters have declined and only recovered recently for the past few years. Their populations were affected because of over harvesting, habitat loss from human pollution, and ocean waters becoming acidic. Some areas where they are found and protected are in California at Crystal Cove State Park, in Washington at Fidalgo Bay Aquatic Reserve. From what we learned in Module 10, they are found in the intertidal zone. We can see them during low tides, and they are submerged during high tides. These oysters are crucial for helping create a habitat that other marine organisms rely on. Because they can form 4D structures anywhere, they help form a barrier to protect against ocean currents and storms. Also, they are natural filters for the ocean water. They help purify from sediments and other matter to make water visibly clear. Because their population have declined, marine organisms no longer have habitats. Water quality is poor, and there is less reef barrier protection against ocean currents. As we saw in Module 5, oysters are an example of having a symbiotic relationship. They have a relationship with eelgrass, which is considered mutualism. As we know, they help create habitats for other organisms. Eelgrass would assist oysters by absorbing carbon dioxide in water and reducing acidic levels, while oysters filter sediments and pathogens that damage eelgrass. Here are some pictures I took at Crystal Cove State Park in October. These photos were mainly for the field trip assignment we had, but I realized I came across some Olympia oysters in this tide pool. There weren't that many. If anything, this was the only small group I found in the very left photo. You can see they were either damaged or appear bleached. From the research articles I found, it is important to protect and restore the reefs these oysters are found in because they help protect the marine plant life and other ecosystems. Adding reefs and mudflats in protected regions like in Crystal Cove here or Fidalgo Bay in Washington. This would increase the chances of eelgrass and oysters to spawn. The graph on the right is a record of Olympia oyster larvae where they use reef bundles in April, and the population of them have clearly increased through the rest of the year. Based on the NOAA article, they confirmed the benefits of oyster reefs on how they can create 4D structures and is important for other fish, shellfish, and acting as a foundation for reproduction. As for the acidic water levels, this prevents them from maintaining a healthy shell. From the photo on the top right, a lower pH level causes their shell to look bleached, just like what we saw from the picture that I took at Crystal Cove. The graph below is also from the Fidalgo Bay Aquatic Reserve in Washington, where they calculated how the oyster population increased as a result of preparing reef bundles in the intertidal zone. Protecting Olympia oysters is in the process, with the added reef bundles. However, they don't consider other factors such as harvest limit or human population. Those who harvest these organisms should have a much greater restriction to prevent overharvesting, which should apply to many other endangered marine organisms other than Olympia oysters. I believe there should be more focus on marine pollution overall, because ocean pH levels are more acidic. The source of this is because of humans and improper waste management. Hopefully, there's more awareness to these matters to help the marine ecosystem of our Pacific West Coast. This is the first question, and is which of the following below correctly explains the role of oysters in the ecosystem? And the answer to that question is C. Let's go to the next question. Question number 2. Which of the following best explains the symbiotic relationship between eelgrass and Olympia oysters? And the answer is A. Thank you.